Hi, I'm Dr. Alicia Rosicki with Arose eTherapy. I'm a licensed psychologist in 5 states. One of them is Delaware, and this particular vlog is highlighting Delaware. I've been doing a series on behavioral activation, and behavioral activation is a really simple but effective but hard to get started when you're feeling depressed kind of strategy to help you overcome depression. When people are depressed, they don't feel like doing anything, and that depressive mindset is going to tell you stay in bed, stay where it's warm, stay where it's cozy, stay at home, don't go out, don't socialize, just keep to yourself. It's going to tell you don't have energy for anything, and of course this is only going to feed that depressive monster. So behavioral activation is a strategy from cognitive behavioral therapy that's meant to help people overcome that tendency to want to just sit and do nothing. It's about trying to get you excited about doing things again. And once you get that going, once you break that negative spiral, you can start feeling good a little at a time. And each time you do something, it feels good, it makes you want to do it more and do the next thing. So you can have like a downward spiral, you can kind of have an upward spiral. Behavioral activation is what can help you find that upward spiral again. So I've got this blog series on behavioral activation, and in each one of the 5 blogs, I'm covering one of the 5 areas where I practice. I practice in Colorado, Florida, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, all online, obviously. I'm not that good, but the idea is the same, and you can pick any of the blogs and check out 5 easy steps for behavioral activation, and I'll just highlight them real quick here. One, and I'm going to cheat on my computer here to my left, identifying your values, identifying your goals. So, don't try to get active again into something that you have no interest in, doesn't fit for you, right? So if you're feeling down and depressed and you're, more of a maybe introverted, like kind of happy in quiet activities kind of a person, and I say, oh, well, you should go get into like skydiving, that's not going to help your depression, because that doesn't fit with who you are, what you're about, your values, what's important to you. So think about who you are, what's important to you. Think about activities that match that. Okay, let's not make this any harder than it needs to be. So identify what's important to you. Number 2, start small. Maybe 1 activity, maybe 2, maybe you do it for 15 minutes, maybe 30, but you're not kind of like just diving in to like a week-long retreat. 3, create a schedule. Creating that structure and accountability can really help too. Maybe having an accountability partner could help. But, identify places in your schedule where you could fit things in readily. So some people, like if you have young kids, they like to get up early before anybody's awake while the house is quiet and engage in an activity that they really like, whether it's exercise or a little journaling or meditating or reading a chapter of a book with a cup of coffee, whatever. So find those places that work for you. Maybe it's after dinner. Maybe it's in between coming home from work and, having dinner. So find what works for you. Also remember, there's maybe the weekend or whatever days you have off from work. That may be a good place to start. You've got that whole day and you can find a time and you won't feel like pressure or tired or anything. Next, monitor your mood. This is step 4. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Notice if certain activities boost your mood more than others, okay? Notice which ones are more effective and try to do more of those. If you're trying something that's really not doing anything for you, maybe that's not the right activity and you need to go back to the drawing board. 5 kind of fits in with that, adjust and expand. So find what's working, and if it's working at 15 minutes a day, bump it up, you know, and naturally you might feel better and want to just bump it up. It won't be like a task to bump up your time spent engaged in that activity. So these are 5 easy steps. This current blog is focused on Wilmington, Delaware, and things to do there. But you know, it could be, you could expand if you're from Delaware, because like things like Rehoboth Beach or Bethany Beach are not on that list, you know, because it's focused to Wilmington. I've been featuring these different areas for a couple reasons, but you know, this is obviously for people maybe already in Wilmington, but even if you're outside there, I don't know, maybe you'll be so inspired you want to plan a trip to Wilmington, Delaware, or you know, the list that's here, it includes things like local zoos, art museums, you know, maybe yoga studios, day spas, things like that. Well, obviously a lot of cities have those things. So it's specific to Wilmington, but you can then take the list and get ideas and figure out maybe how you could apply that where you live. So happy reading. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to like and subscribe. You can also check out my website, arose-etherapy.com, and learn a bit more about my practice. I do offer free 15-minute phone consults. I am accepting new patients at the time of this video. If you would like to set that up, there's buttons all over the website. You can click schedule now and set up a time where we can meet and talk about what concerns you and how I might be able to help. Okay, take good care.